I was asked to respond in my own newspaper to the absolute furore that was created in a slow August by those comments. And when I did, I found that I couldn't find within myself a feminist justification for wearing something that completely covers your face. Women have the right to choose what they want to wear, but my doubts about the full face veil were women actually choosing this, or were they submitting to some patriarchal model of modesty instead? And I think that for those reasons...
Well, let's ask Sahar. Sahar, are you being forced to do this?
Definitely not, Piers, because for me it's an act of worship. It's an act of devotion of God, to God. And my parents, my mum doesn't wear it, my sister doesn't wear it.
Is there instructions in the Quran that you should wear a full face veil?
So that's the thing. Like, I find it a little bit patronising if someone who doesn't share my faith tell me what I should believe or not. The truth is, the word niqab, the face veil, the word hijab, even the headscarf, is not mentioned in the Quran. There are different words mentioned in that context, which is the garment. And the garment has different interpretations, and that's why you see Muslim women expressing their faith differently.
But Sahar, I think one of the feminist issues is that this only applies to women, and it is about covering up, because your beauty might provide a distraction or a provocation to men.
That is not true. It's not about showing or not showing my beauty. It's about submission to God.
I wouldn't want my daughter to cover up, OK? But I completely respect this woman's right to do this. Particularly, I mean, you're a very bright woman. You're a molecular geneticist, right? I mean, you're very, very smart, intelligent, thinking for yourself woman. No man's told you to do this. You have decided you want to do that. Surely the feminist ideal, which I keep being told about, is women should be allowed and free to dress and behave how they choose. But you don't want this woman, Sahar, to choose her right to wear this.
I completely respect Sahar's decision to do it, but I just don't think there is a feminist argument in condoning in our society.
Again, I ask you, the embodiment of feminism, I keep being told...
No, it's not. You're making a definition of feminism.
Every feminist I've ever met says to me, men stay out of this, women are entitled to wear what they like. That is the embodiment of modern feminism.
I think the whole problem with this is that men aren't staying out of this, because you see families in which men are on the beach.
No man has told Sahar to wear this.
It's not about men. The notion of white feminists saving the women of colour from their own culture and faith, and it's very difficult to accept in a multicultural liberal society that we live in. You know, everyone has the right to express their faith and their identity the way they want, regardless their faith or background or sexual orientation. This is the society we live in.
I think the concern is that women have a right to do that.
If a Muslim woman is being ordered by the men in her family,
I'm against that.
To wear that, you would be opposed to that.
Absolutely.
You see, that to me,
absolutely,
it's a separate argument, isn't it? If you're being ordered against your wishes to do this, then I think it's completely wrong.
I will be the first
if you're expressing your own freedom as a woman to wear this, as you clearly are, and you've not been, you said women in your own family are different. I think that's acceptable.
Is it, Sahar? You're an academic and geneticist. I mean, and you are very expressive. I mean, I sort of get a sense of who you are from simply your eyes.
Yeah.
Do you think it's appropriate, let's say, in this country, that a woman wore the full face veil to teach primary school or to be in a police station? Don't you need some face-to-face contact to make civic society function properly?
So first of all, thank you for expressing that, because that's the truth. A lot of people never had the chance to speak to me. And they think they've been socially conditioned by the negative stereotypes around Muslims in the media. And they think someone like me is oppressed and can't integrate and can't participate in the society.
By raising this whole issue, has it made life for people like you that wear the veil more difficult in this country?
I must say, Piers, that it's been really difficult already after Brexit because there's a rise in hate crimes and Islamophobic abuse, generally speaking. Statistically speaking, there has been an increase by 32%, and Muslim women is at the sharp end of
But have you
racism
experienced it
and
personally?
Islamophobia. I have indeed, yes, definitely.
And what do people say to you?
You know, words like F-word, bombers, terrorist, go back to your country. And it's very painful because I'm from Wales. I am proud Cardiffian. When someone tells me go back to your country...
You're in your country.
Exactly. You know, Wales is part of me and I am part of Wales. Sorry?
Has anyone tried to remove your veil?
Yes, 2 attempts. Someone physically tried to actually
in the street,
take
just
it
a
off.
stranger in the street.
In the street. Muslim women who chose to wear it like me, I absolutely have no problem to take it off whenever is needed. I actually do that voluntarily without even them asking. You know, whether it's airport, if bank, identity check, because I know that it's for everyone, and we have.
Would you
to
take it
follow
off
the law.
now for us?
No, because there's no need.
No, but would you have any problem with doing that?
I will have a problem with that.
Why?
Because there's no security reason that is required. Number one.
So if it was
secondly,
fundamentally required for security reasons, you would not have a problem showing your face.
Absolutely.
Who are we actually to say to a woman like this, she cannot wear a veil if she really personally decides she wants to?
It's a tough one, Piers. It really is. I mean, I'm not a Quranic expert, but I mean, we've all seen those pictures of Afghanistan in the 70s where women were wearing, schoolgirls were wearing, you know, short skirts, Western dress. And, you know, Assad himself was asked if he would introduce the full face veil for women by the Muslim Brotherhood, and a sea of men in suits and women laughed at it out of court. It seems to me it is a regressive step.
But Sahar's already said that where women are being forced to do it, she doesn't agree with that. That's the point.
I think that notion of freedom of choice is debatable.
But freedom of choice means freedom of choice. If you have freedom and you choose to wear a veil, that is freedom. I certainly don't have a problem with Sahar wearing the veil. Right.
I find it I find it strange
to ban it, though.
I think that...
So are you now changing your mind?
No, I think in the public realm, I think it would actually help if there was an understanding that women did not cover their entire faces apart from their eyes.
Have you changed? But if a woman is exercising her freedom...
It is causing on the street, for a start.
Well, the problem being caused on the street is by nasty, horrible racists.
No, it's not. I'm afraid it
Sorry, it is.
Yes, of course it is. They should not do that. And I would like to take this opportunity to say, for goodness sake, if you ever do not oppress women who are in a minority anymore by making personal attacks or even physical advances.
The people abusing Muslim women like Sahar for the way they dress, voluntarily in Sahar's case,
we must completely
through freedom.
Respect.
The people abusing her, they're the problem, not Sahar.
No,
she's not the problem for wearing a veil.
Completely the woman and the woman's right to do what she wants. I do have a problem with the full face veil.
Now, in terms of feminism, she's making a choice, and you appreciate that she has the right to do that, and she's not coerced. It seems to me
Sahar is a particularly proud example.
But your problem, Rachel, seems to be that her face is covered.
Yeah. It is, yes.
Yes, but why is that a problem?
Because
that's not a feminist argument.
Do you not...
Do we not what? Spit it out.
I have a human reaction to seeing a family where the woman is completely covered head to toe in black cloth on a hot summer's day.
Sahar's not like that.
No, and the man is wearing shorts and flip-flops. And the children.
What about men who have great, big, thick, woolly beards and long hair?
No, it's completely
through choice,
different.
And you can't really see their face.
That's completely different.
Is it?
Facial hair.
They're exercising their right to wear so much facial hair you can't see their...
I think what we sort of missed is why Sahar didn't want to show her face. Why, Sahar?
Because I mentioned that at the beginning, that for me it's an act of worship. I want to devote myself to God.
So this covering your face is a way of your
expression of faith. You know, when God ordered group of faith to follow His instructions, and they feel devoted, and they feel that they're rewarded to do it, then this is their own expression. And you know, do you see different things that other faith group express that might not make sense to me?
I'm not religious.
Well, then is that
I'm not religious, and I think this is the
like
problem.
the fact that
Yeah.
she's doing something that's, you know, talked
No,
about in her
I
religion.
completely
But you know,
respect her-
Susanna, what's the best thing about this is that someone like me is having the platform to speak
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
behalf
Okay,
of themselves.
ladies, we have
And
to leave
have
it
this
there.
conversation.